koyam karma bandhana. One who tries to enjoy the results of his activities become bound by the results. One who offers the results or profit to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, he does not become entangled in the result. This is the secret of success. Generally, people take sannyas to become free from the instead to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, certainly depends in a liberated condition. In the Bhakti Rasam Sundar Upagosam confirm this. Ihayasya Harer Dashe Karmana Manasagra Nikala Shu Jivan Muktasya Uchyati. If he possesses, he will always be liberated in any condition. Such a person is called Jivan Mukta, one who is liberated in time. Devoid of Krishna consciousness, those who are engaged in material activities simply become more entangled in material bondage. They have to suffer and enjoy the actions and reactions of all activities. This Krishna conscious movement is therefore great boon to humanity because it keeps one always engaged in Krishna service. The devotee thinks of Krishna, act for Krishna, eat for Krishna, sleep for Krishna. The devotee thinks of Krishna. This thus everything is engaged in service of Krishna. The total life in Krishna consciousness saves one from material contamination, as stated by Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami. Krishna bhaje yaha haye anukula vishay bulya teje taha haya bula. Omagyanatimirandasya jnananjanashalakaya चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सद्गणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामे नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा. Is Srimad Bhagavatam, this is fourth canto, chapter 38, the activities of Prachetas. This is text 19, 4:30:19. This is a very nice shloka where the instructions are given by the Supreme Lord is giving instructions to Prachetas. What is telling? That those who are engaged in the auspicious activities of devotional service certainly understand that the ultimate enjoyer or benefactor of all activities is Supreme Lord. Thus, when one acts, he offers the results to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and passes his life always engaged in the topics of Lord, even though such a person may be participating in family life, he is not affected by the results of his action. So everybody wants that, especially who are participating in the family life, they don't want to get entangled in the results. They don't want to get affected by the results. And that's actually what happens. Even though people here, Lord is clearly telling, even though person is participating in family life, is not affected by the result. And that is the greatest success we can achieve, that not get affected by what is happening in our family. How is it possible? And it is told you have to do devotional service, then you will not get affected. Now, let's say children are getting good marks, then we are affected. They don't get good marks, we are affected. Then is it affecting, right? If something, the health of our family members have problem or some relationship between in-laws are there, it is affecting, right? Now, how can somebody not get affected? And not only that, the results also affect. There will be EMI to pay. It is always affecting. So many EMIs are there. That means always there is an effect. And here Krishna is, Lord is telling that you can be free from these things. Such a nice option we all have. And many people have these thoughts, not only devotees, even outside people also have. When will I get rid of all these things? No. Family life is, sometimes it is, initially when one is not married, he is just got a job, is free. And then later on, he thinks maybe I need somebody to support, some companion, because we are all social beings, we want. Once you get it, then you understood, oh, it's not just some companion, it's a responsibility. Then life changes, whatever the dream world comes from. And then children comes, whatever remaining enjoyment also will disappear. In terms of, there will be some other type of enjoyment, but more comes as responsibility. So in that way, if you see that we get entangled more and more, that with the responsibilities make us entangled in this world. And and then whatever little bit time we have, people want to enjoy in that. A whole day at work, so many responsibilities are there. Some fun and some entertainment should be there. And then people go and hide themselves in these entertainments so that they can be free from that and unhappiness which they experience because of so many factors that are there around. And some people, fortunately, they come to Hare Krishna. So they think maybe we'll try here so that we can get rid of these things. So basically, we all want to get rid of these entanglements and sufferings. Now, the solution is actually given in the scriptures. How to come out of these situations which are so much bothering. And we see it does not end only. Once you enter into it, Grihanta Kupam. Hitvatma Papam Grihamanta Kupam. Prahlad Maharaj is comparing with a deep dark well. Once you enter, you will not find outside it. There is no way out. Because the responsibilities keep on increasing. You will think, oh, children are small, once they become big, then my responsibility over. It does not happen only. People, when their children are grown up, they think maybe something will change. No, it only increases. And then they plan for their children's settlement, and their marriage and their children. And even grandchildren's settlement also causes worries. My parents, my children are not responsible, they are not taking care of grandchildren properly. So that's how we enter and we can never come out. This is the situation that is happening. And there is problem. What is the problem for devotees is they come to know it is not the way, and that causes little more unhappiness. Or at least if I am ignorant, I could have enjoyed. Now na ghar ka na ghat ka. You cannot enjoy there also, and this also is not happening properly. It is also very tough, the path is, and outside, because you know reality, if you are ignorant, and then you can sleep till 9 o'clock, play some music, and sit in front of TV, forget everything, at least you enjoyed the TV and you enjoyed something, and eat and drink, and then your life is normal. But you come to know, it is much more difficult. I am enjoying illusion. Even though it is not reality, how can we enjoy it? How long can we remain in an illusory world? And here also this path also looks quite difficult because so much expected. Here we have to see that what exactly I need here to come out of this situation which I am going through is we need proper knowledge and understanding which will help. This is the only thing that will protect us. If you can gain proper understanding of scriptures, will help you to come out of this situation. Because what happens is, all this situation which we are entangled is lack of knowledge. When we put little endeavor to understand this knowledge, we can slowly come out of these situations which we are caught up in. There is no other way. And this is how Krishna is helping Arjuna. Arjuna was also caught up. He said, I cannot come out of this situation. I cannot not fight, I cannot fight also. Because I had to kill my own people. So he was really very unhappy in this situation and he wanted to run away from the situation. He said, I'll go and do begging. Or even if they kill me also without weapons in my hand, I will not protest. Let them come and kill me. That means he was ready for suicide. He was ready to run away from the situation. He said, I'll go begging. But he said, I cannot do that also. I cannot fight also because I have to kill my own people. And why I have to be in a situation? Why can't we be together all the time? We can be in nice terms and I can have my friends and relatives and I can have my kingdom. But now I don't have that option. I have to kill them. I will not have all my friends and relatives. I will have kingdom or I myself will die. This is the situation for Arjuna. Why it is a battlefield? Because for us also it is battlefield every day. We have fighting. When different countries are fighting, states are fighting, and in the house fighting is every day there. So fighting is always, and then we have fighting inside with our own anarthas, lust, greed, pride, anger, and delusion. So this is the situation that we are all going through. And how to come out of this? This is where we need a proper knowledge, proper guidance. That is the way Krishna is. Why Arjuna is kept in a battlefield? Why Krishna chose battlefield as a location to give Bhagavad Gita? Because he's telling our life is also struggle every day. It's a fight. Every day is a fighting. So now, if you want to come out of it, this is what you need. Knowledge. When I gain knowledge, what is the knowledge? Knowledge of our identity. When I understand who am I, then it becomes easy to come out of these conditions. What is happening is our eyes are conditioned to look things, our ears are conditioned to certain music, our tongue is conditioned to eat certain food, our skin is conditioned for certain environments and pleasures. This is the conditioning we are all in. Now we need to come out of these conditionings. They are so strong, it is impossible on our own. No way. Maya is so strong. Daiviyesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratteya. It is not possible on our own to come out of it. We get easily tempted. We hear 2 hours of Bhagavatam class also. After going out, it will not take much time for Maya to pull us back. It's quite easy for Maya. One little incident, one mobile, one call also sufficient. Forget everything about Krishna and we are so much worried about life. This is how the situation is. That's why we need to take shelter. We need to understand the importance. We need to, it's a grave thing actually. It's not so easy to come out of it. And the situations are not easy. And that is the reason you have to be consciously trying to gain this knowledge, try to take shelter of Guru and Krishna and the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Otherwise, there are so many agents of Maya who create such a nice environment outside. All these people, the entertainment industry or the sports industry or whatever, all these cosmetics and all these things, the advertisement and all, they are agents of Maya to keep people completely in ignorance. They are very powerful people. They can make everything work in this world. And Maya uses them as an instrument to get her work done. And we should be careful. We need to understand the seriousness of our problem. Many people don't want problem, they don't want to know what is the problem also. Because that itself causes so much depression. People get into depression, it's too bad. They don't want to think. They just want to forget about it and live like that. If you think means it causes depression. Because there is no hope only if somebody thinks. It looks completely hopeless. And it is not only for us. We may think that because I am very small person, I don't have much money and I have very less influence and I don't have very high talents. That is the reason I am here. No, it is hopeless for anybody in this world. Whoever is, even though the most richest people, they are also hopeless. At least poor person has some hope. What is the hope? That when I become rich, I may be happy. But a rich person even don't have that hope also because he is already rich. That's how this world is created. Because the only thing that makes a person happy is satisfaction of heart. Savai pumsam parodharmo eto bhakti radokshije. Ahaituki apratyata ye atma suprasiddhati. When Atma is completely satisfied. And that happens only with Krishna. When we do ahaituki apratyata bhakti, then only it is possible. Say, I am looking for some happiness, but I am looking at a wrong place, in wrong things, wrong items. We are looking happiness with our just being with the family. We think, why people in my family don't understand me? Only if they all cooperate with me the way I want. Only if everything goes nicely according to the way I want. Still it won't work. For Hiranyakashipu, everything was going the way he wanted. It is said that Radha Hiranyakashipu, whatever, whenever, however he wants, he will get. Nobody in the three worlds can stop him. If I go outside and say, I want rain now, it is very hot. I want little drizzling. He looks at clouds, sky. Immediately the clouds will pour rain. If it is very hot, he don't need any air conditioning rooms. He just have to look at sun. Sun will reduce the temperature. Can you imagine? What he cannot get? He can get everything. The amount of happiness which Hiranyakashipu can get, whatever he wants. Go to a tree, a lemon tree and say, I want a mango. Lemon tree will give a mango. We may say, okay, but no, senses are limited. That means I can enjoy to some extent only. I cannot enjoy everything to highest. Say, I want to eat now. How many gulab jamuns can we eat? If you eat 10, 12, 15, then stomach will become upset. For Hiranyakashipu, there is no problem like that. He can enjoy his senses unlimitedly. Very, very great extent. That means, if you see the definition of happiness then, he should be the most happiest person, right? Wealth is there, senses are very strong. Whatever he want, whenever he want, he is getting. So if you see all the criteria what we are expecting, Hiranyakashipu already had it. It's actually very bad news in one way. Because if you know about Hiranyakashipu, it is such a discouraging thing. Why? Because Prahlad says this shloka. What he says? That तत्साधु मन्ये सुरवर्य देहिना सदा समुद्विग्न दियाम असद्गृहाय विद्वात्म पापम ग्रहमन्नरूपम वनं गतो यत् हरिवाश्रयते. This is 7th canto, 5th chapter, 5th shloka. It says Tatsadhu manye suravarya dehina. It says that, oh, you are the best of the demons. And what is your situation then? Sada samudvigna diyam. Your udvigna means tension. Samudvigna means highly tension. Sada means always. always highly tensed. And why? Even though you are getting everything, right? There is nothing you are lacking. Everything is there. Whatever you want, whenever you want, and however you want. Now also we can get mango sweet, but it may not taste that quality. But Hiranyakashipu didn't have any problem. He was, everybody cooperated with him in the whole universe, except for Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. It is said everybody was under his control. Then he should be the most happiest person. But bad news is, he is a highly tensioned, always tensed person. Say now, when you are writing your board exam, that time there is so much tension, just 1 hour before the exam. You can imagine, of course now you will not have exam of your writing, but you definitely have tension of your children's exams. So that is called tense moments. And the tense moment, how long we can handle? We want, okay, let this time go away. But if you have that highly tensed moment all the time, that's what is Hiranyakashipu. And his eyes was always rolling. They're always bloodshot. He's always highly intoxicated all the time because he is in so much tension. People in tension, to overcome what they do, they drink. It is not only now. Hiranyakashipu time also it is the same thing. People, why they drink? They want to forget the reality. Initially they drink for taste or something, but slowly, it causes intoxication which will make them forget the reality. And why people take drugs, why people sit in front of TV? Because they want to forget the reality. Reality is very painful for them. That's why they want to forget it. Even Hiranyakashipu is not happy the way he is, even though everything is there for him. Why? Prahlad diagnosis. Prahlad says, Asat grahayat. You have accepted something unreal to be real and you accepted it. Asat grahayat. You have taken something not true. That is the problem for all of us. The problem is our identity crisis. We think I am the body and we are holding the things which are connected to the body. As long as we are holding this asat, we continue to remain unhappy. There is no other, that is the main problem we have. And not only for us, anybody. That is the reason, that means now whoever we are thinking successful, what is the success of these people compared to Hiranyakashipu? If you compare the success of these people, whomever we are thinking great in this world, what is the success compared to, even though he may be Elon Musk or somebody? He cannot get whatever he wants. Hiranyakashipu can get it. Elon Musk, he cannot make his senses unlimited and enjoy unlimitedly. He has to eat whatever food he can eat. He may be having some diet, something we are eating. And I may eat say 4 chapatis. At the best he can eat 6 chapatis or something, that's all. He cannot enjoy so much. And we may think, okay, people are honoring him, respecting me as power. That is only just satisfying his ego, that I have some power. And I am able to control so many people, give so much employment to people and they worship me, they love me or whatever. But it is nothing compared to what Hiranyakashipu has. So that is the point. The point is that it doesn't make any change in life, no matter how much externally things are changing. Why? Because we always have our mind with us. As long as we have this impure mind, we continue to remain unhappy. The problem is not the external situation that is causing problem. The problem is our own mind. Our mind consists of this ego, which is and all these problems in it. So, and then we wrongly identify with the body and we continue to live here, which is the greatest danger we all have. And we all continue to remain here. And here very nice solution is given that we have to perform bhakti. It is said, if one is so expert that he can engage everything or dovetail everything in the service of the Lord, to give up the material world would be a great blunder. One should learn how to dovetail everything in the service of the Lord, for everything is connected to Krishna. This is the real purpose of life and secret of success, as reiterated later in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Tasmad asakta satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharan karma param apnoti purusha. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, and for working without attachment, one attains supreme. Now, devotee knows this, we should get this understanding that things belong to Krishna. Only this one understanding will save us from all the troubles. If you know these things in this world belong to Krishna, then life is very easy. We will not get attached. Because we don't accept it, that's why we get attached. Say if I give my mobile to you and say, okay, you can use for 1 month and give me. This is very special mobile, whatever. Somebody else. And after 1 month I come and ask, Prabhu, can you give it back? If this 1 month you are conscious that does not belong to me, after 1 month it will go away from me. Even though you may be utilizing it, it will not get entangled. But once I get, oh, somebody gave me mobile and I am enjoying whatever facilities in the mobile. But once the person comes back and says, can you give it back to me? He said, no, because I am attached. Same thing is happening. Whatever we got in life, our body, our family, our intelligence, everything is given by Krishna. And he can take it back anytime. That is one thing. Another thing is, he operates it. How your wife should be, how your children should be, is decided by whom? Krishna only. We may put some endeavor to train them, but whether they will get trained or not is not in our hand. It is Krishna's hand. How they work, why they work, it is Krishna's hand. We have to make our endeavor to think set right in life. And one bad news is everybody is trying to set their family right. And nobody succeeded. we feel that others are successful. See their children, both of them are in America. They are nicely settled here. But it is not true. Why? Because mind is not settled. Mind can only settle at the lotus feet of Krishna. We may run everywhere, but mind will not be settled. Mind settles at the lotus feet of Krishna only. We may run so many places, so many ways, and so many things around, but won't make much difference in people's life. So this is why all the great personalities they said that we are always reminded of it, that we need to connect ourselves to Krishna very deeply. The degree we are connected and the way to connect. Now we have heard some knowledge. Now to make it as a realization, we need to chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we understand how important it is to chant the holy name, because theoretically, even outside people also know everything belongs to Krishna. But they don't have that realization. They don't live by it. Why they don't live by it? Because it is not realized knowledge. And realization comes when we do sadhana of the holy name. If you wake up every day early in the morning and chant the holy name, slowly, this knowledge becomes part of us. And we can start living by it. This is the only way. Let's say 99% of our progress depends on chanting of the holy name. How sincerely we are chanting, how much we are able to meditate on the holy name when we are chanting. That makes a difference. What happens is chanting is going on and mind some other thoughts are going on. There are two parallel dialogues are going on. But inside the thoughts also we should start chanting there. Our thoughts also should start chanting instead of thinking of something else. If we are chanting and your thoughts are going, it's an offense. Because all there are 4 levels of voice we discussed. All the 4 should chant Hare Krishna only. Externally I am chanting, internally should also chanting happen. In Madhyam level, Vaikarika level, Pashyanti level, all the levels the chanting should happen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Because I am chanting one and internally I am thinking what will be prasadam. When I will do this, when I will do that. That means internally we are not chanting. Inside also the same holy name should repeat. That is called focus. And to the degree I am doing it, to the degree life is very easy. Ultimately, we have to bring our mind calm. And that calmness is actually what gives happiness, not the external agitation. People's way of happiness, the definition of happiness is to the degree you agitate the mind. Why they want action in the movies? Because it agitates the mind. It creates certain dopamine effect, which people think as happiness. If there is some suspense, there is some thriller, there is some excitement, a sudden surge of some emotional state will give a dopamine effect. People think that dopamine effect as happiness. That is not actually happiness. It's just some effects that are happening. But real happiness is when we make all the mind very calm, cool. And that is only possible when we chant the holy name. And that is the way we need to, that type of happiness we try to find, not the external. Because previously, if you go for some movies, action was, hero used to be 20, 30 people, action was there. But after some time, the dopamine don't give them pleasure in that fighting. You need to blast the whole building. Everything should get destroyed. Then now we say, maja aa gaya. No, that also will not be sufficient. You have to do something else. That's how it is getting evolved. Evolved is actually not evolved, it's degradation. Because the mind is not satisfied. If some 1960 movie fighting somebody shown now, they will not feel any pleasure. But in 1960s that was very big thing for people. But now it is no more. Why? Because the effect is not coming now. You need little more high. The kick should be more. Previously people, they used to drink something, one bottle of they were quite very low. Now they want more and more. Now why drugs are coming? In so cities, all the rich people take drugs. Why they take drugs? Because whatever pleasure they get, we can, if we have so much money, we think, I'll go to sweet shop, we'll purchase some sweet and drink. For them already they did so much, they ate sweet. Now sweet don't give them any pleasure. They need drugs only. That means what happened? That means the pleasure which we enjoy, senses don't respond to it anymore. This is actually what happens. Same thing with the mind also. Mind don't respond after some time. This is now, we need to know that I don't need pleasure in this world with my mind. If we know this, our life is very peaceful. What we are thinking is, everybody is successful, I am only not enjoying. Everybody is nicely enjoying a life with so much entertainment, nice food, nice family, nice house. I am left out of it. I need to get it. But it won't work like that. Because mind will never be satisfied. It always needs more and more and more. This is dopamine. If our mind is very calm when we chant, we are meditating on the holy name, that is the pleasure which we want. Not the external one, but the internal one. We have to try for that. And that is the reason we need to hear. Otherwise, we just continue to live like this. It is called Parabhavasthavadabodhajate Yavarna Jijnasa Atma Tattva. If you are not doing Jijnasa for Atma Tattva, it is called Parabhavaha. It is a defeat. And everybody is defeated, unfortunately. Actually, even if somebody dies now without Krishna consciousness, there is no much loss. Because even if he is living also, he did not do anything. What is the point? Even if you live also, die also. Like one time when sadhu, he meets a brahmachari, he blesses him. Ma jiva, you die quickly. And he meets a one prince. He says, Ma mara, don't die. And he sees a butcher. He says, Ma jiva, ma mara. Better you don't live, better you don't die. And he sees a preacher of Krishna consciousness, nice devotee is preaching. He says, Jiva Marova. You will live or die, no problem. You can live also, you can die also. And somebody was confused, is, why did you give this blessing? He said, this brahmachari, why did you bless him to die? He said, he is doing so much austerities. He has a very good consciousness now. He is serving Guru. Now if he leaves his body, he will go to spiritual world. Because consciousness is nice, he is always in the mood of service, he is doing nice austerities. And for a prince, he is enjoying now. If he dies, he will go to hell. So that's why I told him, you always live, better don't die, because after effects are not good for you. And for a butcher, I told him, better you don't live, better you don't die, because even now living, he is already suffering the way he is living. And when he dies, he will go to hell. So better you don't live, better you don't die. And for a preacher of Krishna consciousness, he is living, he is helping others. If he dies, he go to spiritual world. In that way, even if he live also, die also, no problem. So the point is, people are sad, oh, this person died. But even if he dies also, what is the loss? He didn't do anything good for himself. No Atma Jitnyasa. We feel sad if somebody dies because he wasted his human life. He got such a valuable human life, but he did not use it for Krishna consciousness. That is the point. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments? Okay. Yes.
When you told like that Kashmir has more significant, he has more signification and you can enjoy more than normal human being.
Yeah, because the senses are very strong. The power should be there, senses. In our senses, we have little power. Like say, I wanted to enjoy. Some people are given more sensual powers. They can enjoy very nicely. They are very talented to enjoy. Compared to them, even some bodies are meant like that. They can unlimitedly enjoy. Like they eat, they can enjoy so much variety of food. Some people, if they eat little more here and there, finish. For 1 week they have problems. That means the body don't cooperate for them. But for demigods and higher beings, the body will not have any problem. Anything you eat, you can digest. And quantity also unlimited you can eat. And the senses, like say small children, their senses are not very grown. You give them some food item, they cannot have many varieties of taste. Their senses are very limited. And animals are much more limited. They don't have much taste like what we have taste. So it's actually like small children, they only know sweet. They cannot eat all the varieties. That means their senses are not grown. After 15 years and all, our senses will come. They grow. You understand?
Prabhuji, as we from like he was controlling the devta and all these things. So in that terms he was not able to control his senses, I believe, or he was also able to control his senses.
What happens is people control senses to enjoy it little more. Hiranyakashipu controlled his senses and did 10,000 years of tapasya. But for what? So that he can enjoy in a different level of happiness. Like now we tell, na, beta, you study exams nicely. Don't see TV. Don't do all these things. Don't play, study. So that what? You get more money and you can enjoy it more nicely. So you give up pleasure in a temporary level so that you can enjoy in a higher level. So people control, but the motivation of their control is different, so that they can enjoy in a different higher level. And after getting job also people work hard, so that they can go to a higher level and enjoy at that level. The politicians, they have all the facility for, they are very rich people. They have all facility to enjoy senses. Now they want to enjoy at the level of ego. They want to control. They want to have power. They want to become ministers. So that's Hiranyakashipu also was trying to satisfy at a ego level. Yes.
హిరణ్యకశిపుడు అంత తెలివి గలవాడైన కూడా ఇటువైపు ఎందుకు అట్రాక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు, ఏదైనా రీజన్ ఉంటుందా?
Yeah. Matirna Krishne Partasutova Mito Vipadyeta Grahavratanam Adanta Gopir Vishatam Tamishram Punah Punah Charvita Charvanana. This is Prahlad is telling that, and Matirna Krishne Paratasutova. Even on our own we cannot come Krishna consciousness. Or even by the help of others you cannot become Krishna conscious. And Prahlad says even the combination of both also will not make you Krishna conscious. So Matirna Krishne Paratasato. So these people, they cannot, it is not possible like that. Only Prahlad Maharaj says that Adhanta Gopir Vishatam, sorry, he says that Mahi Yasham Pada Rajobhishekam Nishkinchinana Navneet Tayavat. Prahlad Hiranyakashipu asked the same question. Are you fellow, how did you become Krishna conscious? And Prahlad says this answer to Hiranyakashipu. It will not happen by your endeavor or our endeavor or help of others. It will only happen if you take the dust of great Mahabhagavatas and smear on whole your body. Mahi Yasham Pada Rajobhishekam. Your Mahi Yasham means great Vaishnavas, Pada, their lotus feet, Raja Abhishekam. You take their dust and smear on your body, then only there is some possibility that your heart will change. So generally, this demonic mentality, they don't change. Even if they die, they fight with Krishna. They said, no, we don't want to surrender. Like say, Duryodhana was dying, but he is not ready to willing to obey Krishna. There are two extremes. One is a person who completely obeys Krishna, and another person, he completely rejects Krishna. He want to be independent, he want to enjoy, he says he will fight. All. We come in between. We also want to enjoy, but we know we cannot fight against Krishna. So we struggle in between. There is no point fighting with Krishna because we will get defeated. Another side, we want to enjoy like this demonic person. That side is also there. So we cannot fight, we cannot enjoy. That's our state. And these people, they continue to fight life after life. But for us, if we want to come out of it, we come to devotees. With their help, there is some hope. Prabhupada's mercy. Okay. Thank you very much. Chantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada.
Radha Pramod Prabhu ki jai.